Dunning with Mr. Floyd. My name's Josh, and welcome, General Archangel Raphael and Saint Germain, and Grand Rising, Laura, Lean, Suzette, Millie. All right, welcome all, and Grand Rising. That's really. Bear with me a moment. There we go. All right, how are we doing this stunning? Favor there, Millie. Favor to your call there. We'll see you back in the chat there in just a quick second. Favor. So how are we doing? Can I get having a make sure my mic's working there? Get a thumbs up. Just make sure I can be heard there, because for some reason it keeps telling me that it's reconfirming that it's connected. So if I can get somebody to get a thumbs up in the chat that the microphone's working. If I get no thumb up, then I don't think you guys hear me. So sound check, please. Anybody? Josh, Mr. Saint Germain, good dawning, everyone. Can I get a sound check? Okay, I got a sound check. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's like, wait, are we there? I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And I've got a reply to your email there. But thank you. I appreciate it. All right. I appreciate that you guys can hear me. Just making sure, because my mic keeps confirming that it's connected. So who knows? But grateful, thankful. Welcome again. If you're new here, welcome. My name's Josh, and yes, we channel Archangel Raphael and Saint Germain, and do this Monday through Friday. Today is John Benny. So, and if you're not, if you're new here, if you're watching in the replay or the rewind, or if you're just watching at midnight or something, when we say today is John Benny, then we leave here at 9. Normally, we just go till we go, till Saint Germain's done his channel, his message. But on Mondays and Thursdays, we try to cut it short, generally. Plus, we don't need an hour every single good dawning anyways. Yesterday's was pretty long. Grateful. Thank you, guys. And so, yeah. So basically then we leave here at like 9 and go over to John Benny. From our end, we're cleaning our outside energetics. We're going to do some energetics cleaning, cord cutting and such. And that's what we've been doing in our project. Throwing something on the wall and seeing where we end up by November 11th. But John Benny works on cleaning the inside, so he'll go in and any blocked energies, anything that may be attached, he has the ability to see it and pull it away. So we're going to go over to him and get a clearing there. If you're wanting one, when you get over there, just put it in his chat in all caps. And he does have a PayPal. What he's doing service-wise can be charged at least 3 figures for sure. Easily, I've seen it multiple 3 figures on other YouTube channels. So yeah, and there's a crow making noise right outside. So how awesome is that? All right. So I gave you 3 thumbs. How many did I would like 100 thumbs up. I'm kidding. Just grateful. Thank you. I appreciate that you guys can hear. Thank you. And Bonnie, good dawning, and Fatima, good dawning, and everyone. Blessed to see you guys here. All right, so we're going to take a quick moment and do some more energetic cord cutting here. It's all about energetics, and with working with Saint Germain here, his project, and if you're watching in the replay here, his project has been to see what we can create in 90 days. So he's working, teaching us energetics, because everything is grand energetics anyway. So he's teaching us the energetics of how our universe works and how our interactions between each other create energetics, and how we create our universe through energetics. And so based off of that, we're working on a 90-day project. If you're new here, you didn't have to start with us 2 weeks ago. If you are new and you just see this, any day, you can really manifest in a day. It's just a matter of how open you are to do so, and how fast you're vibrating. But nonetheless, so what we're going to do is, if you're seeing this for the first time, pause the video and take a second and see what you would want. What can you imagine in your universe, say by November 11th of this year? It could be anything, and really all you have to do, we're just using the ground into it, and it takes 15 seconds to do so, and that's all that we really do, is just ground into the energies of what we're looking for and hold it for 15 seconds. Per Dr. Bruce Lipton and Joe Dispenza, Greg Braden. The big 3 there would tell you, science will tell you that that's all it takes to manifest what you want. So between doing energetic cord cutting to loosen our energy, to loosen our body. Right now, if you're in a tight space and your cells are all congealed up, you're not bringing in as much light into the body and you're not vibrating as fast. So as we cut the cord, we loosen the energetics from our body, we loosen ourselves in our frame, and inside ourselves, we can vibrate faster, we can bring in more light, and we can also send more light and create what we're looking for a lot faster. Angela, good dawning. Welcome. Good dawning. So we're going to do some cord cutting real quick. And the first thing we're going to do is, we're going to do some cord cutting. And again, so take a deep breath. And today we're going to cut cords on limitations. Energetics can be cut from ourselves as well. Anything that's hiding inside of ourselves, or anything that's been said to us that has been limiting to us, is going to dampen our energetic field in any form or fashion. So if there's anything that you feel that's limiting in you, maybe you just like how you look, that could be limiting, right? Or if you feel you don't have enough skills to get what you're looking for, that could be limiting. Maybe your parents said that you'll never be something and you're still working to be that. That could be limited. Are my cells are my cells congealed? I love you. You always throw out the absolute best like one-liner. Well, that's the idea, is that we're uncongealing the cells by cutting away the traumas and just releasing the energies from the light, from the trauma body, so that we can get lighter. So as we release the traumas, our body kind of spreads out inside, so to speak. The cells kind of go like this, and they vibrate faster, and more light can come through. You shine more light, you absorb more light, you create faster, and you are much a higher vibrational soul, and you can feel it. If you wake up on a bad dawning day, if you're having a really bad dawning, right, and you wake up and it's a crappy day, you'll feel denser. You will feel like you've gained weight. You will feel bloated. The wheel, but most likely you'll feel bloated. You'll feel like you've gained weight. You'll feel sluggish. But once those energies clear, you wake up the next day and they're cleared, you can wake up feeling like light as a feather inside yourself, not sluggish at all, any bloating, because your body's symbiotic to your energy, so your body can bloat out, or retain water, or just energetics if you're not in the right space. And so if that energies are cleared, then you'll find that you're not retaining water anymore. You're not as bloated. You're much lighter in your frame. You feel like you've lost weight, and you feel like maybe light as a feather inside yourself. So there is a real difference in that. So you wake up, just note it one day when you're angry, write it down, and then the difference the next day, if you get rid of the anger, then write it down and see how you feel. Hopefully you're not waking up angry, because you don't want to go to sleep angry, but nonetheless. It's not the best for your sleep to go to sleep angry. But so that's why we cut the cords. That's what we're doing here. So from our end, then any limitations that we feel within ourselves, it doesn't have to be specific energetics of people that we cut as well. So in this case, what has been limiting you in your life, in your universe? Could it be a relationship, a friend that keeps you limited, family member that keeps you limited? Maybe you limit yourself just with your thinking, maybe your worthiness. So there's a lot to that, just other than just limitations itself. So think about that for a second. And I feel like my legs are two logs and I'm walking through a pool of jello. There you go. So right on. I love it. No, but a pool of jello would be interesting, for sure. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in with me. If you wouldn't, if you're at home, please follow. And if you're watching this in the rewind or the replay, these energetics are real. What we're cutting is what you could pay for at a Reiki session. I'm not Reiki trained. I'm doing this through the energetics with Saint Germain. Big difference, and I do need to state that. And none of what we're performing here in any aspect is specifically Reiki trained, as Saint Germain, alchemy trained. He's saying I have been trained to do this and do alchemy with energetics since before time, but we will do what we do here. But it is not Reiki. We are not doing Reiki. Saint Germain is here. We are not doing Reiki or any of that sort. We are doing energetics. We want to state that. Saint Germain wants to state that, but as a grand alchemist, of course, you can move energetics yourself just as well. We're going to leave that at that, but nonetheless, we just will get his Reiki training, so it looks good. But nonetheless, if you have Saint Germain pushing the energetics for you, then you're going to have different energetics than if you're just doing Reiki, anyways. So there we go. So we are going to, Saint Germain is going to lead this. So we are right here. Saint Germain is right here. We don't need to be a specific channel, like break out into the channel, right? So we didn't even do the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, right? There's no need sometimes. Saint Germain just, an open channel is an open channel. So Saint Germain pops in, and here's right here. It's your wedding anniversary for Lara. Oh, congratulations, favor to your wedding. And so we are going to cut the energetics then from what has been limiting in your universe. Saint Germain is going to run the rest of the good dawning. So if we are just sitting here and we are just chatting, you could have shoot the good dawning stuff with Mr. Floyd and Saint Germain. There you go. But nonetheless, take a moment. Take a deep breath with Saint Germain, please. Energetics. We're going to ground in, and we're going to cut some energetic cards. If you're watching this in the rewind, then get ready. We are going to cut some energetic cards. You're going to feel lighter. Here we go. So take a deep breath. This is energetic card cutting with Saint Germain and Archangel Raphael. We get more Raphael across the street these days, across the way, with the green light at night. Yeah, letting Josh know who moved in. But nonetheless, take a deep breath. Breathe in and breathe out. Take one more breath. And then we are going to take 1 minute, maybe 2 minutes. We're going to cut energetic cards to anything that is limiting you in your universe. So what is limiting you? Your thoughts. Is it a family member? Lack of money? Lack of oomph in yourself, belief in yourself, lack of, if you are limiting yourself, maybe you are limited in just ideas. You don't know what to do. That's limiting. You have been stuck so long. What do? I am limited in the energetics of moving forward. That would be the case. So we're going to cut those cards and we're going to say happy anniversary. Saint Germain is going to say happy anniversary to Lara B in the chat. Grateful. May it be a happy and a peaceful and loving anniversary. All right, so take a deep breath. We're going to cut cards. In order to cut cards, if you are new, just see what you are limited on, write it on a chalkboard, or you can say it and cut it. You can write it down and throw it away, whatever works for you. So take 2 minutes, a minute. We are going to cut some cards. So take a deep breath in, out, and go ahead and cut the limiting cards in your universe, whatever it is. Put it on your chalkboard. Limited. My mother told me I was a loser. And for Josh, he's not lying. His mother would always say that. So we're going to cut that card. He's not holding that card anymore. He wouldn't be here, but he's cutting that card again. What limiting beliefs are you cutting away? For Josh, he is cutting away all kinds of limiting beliefs. He is not unabundant. We are erasing from the chalkboard. All right. So what have you cut and continue to cut if you have things to cut? What are you cutting away in your universe? What are you seeing as limiting energies in your universe? And why are you seeing your universe as limited? You are unlimited source love. So we are saying that. It doesn't have to be a direct channel here. Saint Germain can run the show, so to speak. So we are going to take a couple of moments now to ground into our project. And if you are new, Saint Germain is asking you to pause the video so that you can create a project for yourself. What do we mean? Visualizing what you want. In order to get what you want, everything has to come from a spark inside yourself, right? Poof. If you are thinking you are limited, then you are not going to create that spark. That's why we cut the limit from ourselves today. We are unlimited because you are source love. Clara, good dawning. Lara, good dawning. Let's chat while we are doing. We're going to do things a little bit differently today. So we are saying hi to Joyce and Lara, who is a wedding anniversary, and Suzette. Saint Germain is saying hi. And if you have questions for Saint Germain, we can put them in the chat. Saint Germain, Josh can see. So Saint Germain is, we are not the closed channel anymore. The first channeling, remember that? Where it's like, hello, can I hear you? Can you turn up the volume? We do not need to pump up the volume for Josh anymore. He can hear it, and he is all good to go. So if you have a question in the chat for Saint Germain, you could put it in there. We could answer your question and Josh could channel through your question. But nonetheless, we are cutting those energetic cards so that you are not limited in your universe. Suzette, happy birthday to your daughter, Christo. Birthday name, Christo. She's full of energy. Her birthday tomorrow. I'm cutting away the energies of people who gave me the unsolicited opinions over my life. Ooh, we like that. That is limiting. If you have somebody who is limiting, you are going to put you in a box. So you take my opinion and make it your universe. Why? Because I'm going to run your universe for you. Maybe people out there, you have your universe being run by somebody in your universe. That is limiting. That is very limiting. So we are going to cut those energies away where you can run your own universe and be a sovereign soul. There you go. It is your job on planet Earth. If you are in a situation where you are in limit in your universe, where you cannot create what you are looking for, or you have a limiting partner, maybe a limiting family or spouse, it is your job then to break free of your limits in your universe, however that is. And I know there are some of you out there who are working with Archangel Raphael and Saint Germain, who are working to break free of the limits. We're going to work on that energetically here with the Mr. Floyd and Josh on the channeling. So we are going to ground into our 15-day, 90-day project here. Take 15 seconds to do so. See, now we don't have to have the channeling and section it off. Saint Germain can just run the whole show. There's no reason. Why not? You will get Mr. Floyd too. We will switch up and do kind of a different stuff here. But Saint Germain, yes, can we get an update in the chat as well? And we know because we have seen the email there. But nonetheless, can we get an update in the chat on the Zoe situation? Please, can you tell us how is Zoe doing? We're going to send some energetics to Zoe as well today. We are not working with any stone, and we are going to ask for John Benny maybe to do a clearing for Zoe as well. So I am going to put in the chat for Zoe. I'm going to not say Mr. Josh. There we go. He's not going to ask John Benny for anything. We're going to ask John Benny to clear Zoe instead. There we go. So nonetheless, on your universe, we will wait for the update on Zoe in the chat. But nonetheless, in your universe, the only way to create is to create from within, right? You are your own source energy, if you see that, right? You create from your own source, yourself. And it has to start with the spark inside yourself, which is your source spark, right? So from that end, what is your spark? What are you looking to create? And so you are having to bring it forth. Everything in your universe has brought forth from inside of yourself. You cannot create from the outside. You're creating from in here. So we are doing this 15-second project because that is what it takes to connect your energetics to the grander source field and leave resonance in the larger toroidal field of what you are looking for. Are you in understanding? Again, all it takes for you is 15 seconds of holding something in your body frame, in your energetic field, to send it to the larger source or auric field, to the larger general field, right? The grand source field. Leaving it sitting there like energy, like it's floating around in space. Your energies, right? It's floating there. We'll put it up there. And the more you do this every day, we're asking you, it's almost Saturn Day again. So when it comes into Saturn Day, are you spending 15 seconds? 15 seconds, not even a minute. A whole 15 seconds grounding into what your project, what you want. Can you spend 30 seconds of your 48 hours over your weekend grounding into your project to keep your energetics going? Because it all adds up. Each 15 seconds, you put more energetics into the grand source field. So what you have percolating in the grand source field gets larger. Like we are saying, when we are sending love to Zoe, which we are going to do in a moment, When we are sending love to Zoe, if you do so, it's a small beam. It sticks into her field. But if you do a bigger, if all of us get together, it becomes a one big large beam. And then her field gets bigger faster. It all adds up in this case. One beam and one beam would add up. In this case, 15 seconds. In the source field, another 15 seconds. Larger in the source field. You keep doing that. You are growing your intention for what you are looking for in the larger source field. Your energetics have moved from you to the source field where it has to percolate. You are in 3D, not 5D. 3D land takes a while to create, right? You ever go to make something, you have to create it. It takes a moment. It is not poof, an instant. Your universe, your creations are not like instant soup, right? It has to percolate. The energetics have to come together. Saint Germain and Archangel Raphael have to move things behind the scenes, so to speak. You do not see that. You are just getting up and going to work, and I want this. You are doing the good dawning with Mr. Floyd. La la la, I want this. You toss it to the grand source field. It sits there and it's percolating. You have to wait until it got enough energy to be returned in the physical. Are you understanding that? So from your end, this is why we do this daily. We're doing this for 90 days, not 90 seconds or 9 days. The more energy you throw into the grand source field for what you are looking for in your universe, right? The more you to your project, what you are seeing on your wall, the larger the energy field gets for that, the easier it is to attract what you are looking for to that magnet, right? Energetics are magnets. So bringing in what you are looking for to match the energetics, right? There you go. You can sit there longer. 15 seconds gives you this much. If you do 30 seconds, you get this much energy. You do 60 seconds, you get this much. You sit there and meditate for an hour, you get that much. And you may not have to wait 90 days. You may not have to wait 30 days. You meditate an hour a day on what you are looking for, and you feel into it, and you see yourself in your Toyota Tundra driving along, or whatever it is for you. We are not saying Josh is manifesting a Toyota Tundra, but you get the idea. Maybe you're looking to move something, get the better house, or get the new situation, whatever it is for you in your universe. We do not know. But what we are saying from our end is, the longer you spend, if you spend more than 15 seconds is what it takes to leave it on the shelf, to get it off of your frame into the grander source field. If you spend longer, you put more energy into it, it comes back faster to you. So 15 is the minimum. That's why we do 15. We're not looking to be minimum people, but we are using the energetics of and this is a short show too, so we don't want to sit here. We could do a whole episode of meditating for what you are looking for, and 30 minutes would be like, a lot of energy into what you are wanting, but it just wouldn't get a lot of views. You probably would want to drop off at some point. So yes, 15 seconds. So if you're watching this in the replay, what do you want to see in your universe by November 11th? Saint Germain is asking, what do you want to see in your universe? You can create that energetics right now. Frame it. See it in your third eye. See it in your body. See it inside yourself. Put it in a picture frame and see it. Then put it on an interior wall of your home. Unless your home gives you negative vibes, and hang it in Disney World if it makes you happy. Wherever what works for you. You could be sitting on a beach. Put it on an easel and see your picture. Just hold it in your frame. Whatever you don't even have to really have a picture. What do you want? Just be that could be what you want. Either way. You get the idea. It's just moving energetics. You are creating this. So what works for you? So take 15 seconds. If you need to pause the video, if you're watching this in the rewind or the replay, then you could pause the video and create something. See it, hold it, and you have to feel it as well. So feel like you have it, or feel like you are going to the showroom and you see the pop-out Toyota Tundra, right? There you go. You are going to the bank and you see the $100 bills. They are just calling for you, right? They are sitting there like, come, Mary. We want you to have these $100 bills. Suzette, they are calling you. Come to the bank and collect your $100 bills. Helene, these will get your rusty energy out real quick. There's a stack of $100 bills. There you go. So whatever you are trying to manifest. So we're going to ground into that right now. So take a brief moment, and we have some new pictures of Ali as well. We see Yanxi in the chat. We are going to post later today as well. So Ali looks like she's found amazing. Ali has found an amazing home with Yanxi, and that is amazing as well. And Suzette, if we forget again, Saint Germain is wishing your daughter, Crystal, the most amazing birthday ever. May her birthday radiate like the most shiny crystal on the planet Earth. May she radiate with love from you and have the most amazing birthday ever. And we are grateful that Zoe is at home. She is sleeping on the couch. She is feeling much better. Her coughing, we have been working with Zoe. If we did not tell you that, we have been coming out and visiting with Zoe. We have done some energetics. We are there in and out all the time. And whether Millie knows that or not, we are visiting with Zoe, Saint Germain, and Archangel Raphael. We are there. And of course, Archangel Michael and Isis has put her protection around Zoe as well. So no more jams will get in. And we are pushing out all the negative energies and pushing love, pulling the love in behind that. So there we go. So take 15 seconds. We are going to ground in to our project. Are you ready? So have your intention ready. If you are watching at home, pause the video real quick and put together what you want to see in your universe. And if you are not sure how this works, then just watch through and you can do this, pause it afterwards. It works just as well. So take a moment, see what you want, feel it. Feel as if you have it. And pause the video. Even if you don't need to pause it here, but pause it if you're at home to create something otherwise. But here we go. So 15 seconds beginning now. So here we go. Feel it, see it, and own what you are wanting in your universe. All right, that was probably longer than 15 seconds, but you are getting the idea. If we could have somebody does John Benny's chat, so we are going to break this off here in a moment because we want you to get over to John Benny because we have not yet taught Josh, and we are not saying we are going to or not. We are not here to tell him what his future holds. Are you in understanding here? We are not here to tell Josh what his future holds. We know if we are going to train him or not in internal energetics, right? To do what John Benny is basically doing. But we are not here to supplant John Benny either. So there you go. So for the moment, nonetheless, we are not saying, but nonetheless, we are going to release all of this so that you can get to John Benny and clear your internal energetics. Before we do, we are going to do some smoothing for Zoe. And anybody out there who's not feeling the best, we're going to move some energy. We are not using any stones. We are using the energetics of alchemy. Saint Germain is moving, and if you are not in agreement, then you can always drop out of the chat. Or you can not look at your phone or mute it, and you won't know. But we are just moving energy and clearing garbage from you. Smoothing you out. We're going to do some tapping on your third eye. And then we are going to get over to John. We like to let him start just a little bit, then we see funnel in, right? It's like, ooh, where are these people coming from? This is amazing. Like a stampede to my channel. It feels good when you are sitting on the other end and you see like 13 people. If you are 12 of you showed up to John Benny, you would make his universe. I'm sure you won't. And that is fine. You have things to do. But if you are not doing anything and you end up in John Benny's chat, you pile into that. You're just making somebody's universe. And Viviani, if she is that too. Moving out. All right, we're going to do a little massage of the heart chakra. So here we go. Massaging your heart chakra. The right hand. We're going to put energy into the heart chakra. Here we go. Wow. Smooth out the heart chakra a little bit. All right, and we are going to seal this all up. I hope you have an awesome day. There we go. And we are going to take a quick moment to send Zoe. Right. In your third eye, please, Anna Saint Germain, you watch this, Cindy Darling. Do one quick thing for me while you are sitting on the other side of the chat. If you are not participating in anything else, just do this for me, please. Saint Germain is asking. Hold Zoe into, and anybody else you have that is not doing their best in your universe. Suzette's mom, for example. So hold Zoe and Suzette's mom in your third eye, in your higher energetic state. See that, Zoe, lighted up in neon amazing colors. You could put Zoe in the violet flame. I see Zoe sitting in the violet flame. You could see Zoe in a bright neon light, a golden purple, or golden light, right? Poof. Whatever works for you. Please take a moment and send this up to Zoe. Hold, or Suzette's mom, or whoever is sick. We are holding them up in the highest light. There we go. So send that up. Hold it up. Hold Zoe up. There we go. And let it go like a balloon. We are letting her go to the highest in the universe, right? If you want to send energetics to somebody, you want to help somebody, hold their name up. Envision their name, right? We will do this one. Henny. So there we go. Envision Henny. We are just making up in the highest light, right? And then you let it go like a balloon and it just goes up into the atmosphere. And she is reaching the highest heights and the best energies. You could do that too. So there we go. So when you are out there in your universe, if you are seeing people who are in distress or whatever, you have the energetics to help them by seeing them in a higher light. You could see them as themselves, walking around with a glow around them. There's lots of things you can do. It's only a bit, your imagination is really, you are only limited by what you think in energetics. So we love you. We never really get into a transmission, but we are releasing from Josh. And we love you. We have Archangel Raphael and Saint Germain, and we have run the show. We have channeled, but we have run the show. We are going to maybe take over and do good darnings here and there as well. We are just running the whole good darning. And so the channeling is really just Saint Germain just talking at this point. And if you have questions, so we are going to state as well. I know the chat goes on and does its own thing there, far say. But wonderful, really feeling the energies moving today. Thank you, Saint Germain, and you are welcome. So tomorrow, we're going to ask you to formulate some questions for Saint Germain. It is germane for you to be balanced in your universe, right? It is germane for you to have understandings of your universe, right? So if you have not have an understanding, we cannot tell you your future, and we are not going to tell you whatever people are saying. Adam and the Medium channel and Michael Sadler, they are saying something is going to happen on the 15th of September. Things are energetically. We are not stating any of that. And if you are seeing those things, it is your job to go, not in my universe, nothing is going to happen. Ooh, wipe it away. But from here, get some questions together tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to do an open question session with Archangel Raphael and Saint Germain. So if you have questions about energetics, you want to ask Saint Germain something. We are not talking about Saint Germain's history or anything. We are talking about building your universe. This is not going to be the grand history lesson for Saint Germain and any of that. Francis Bacon or anything else for that matter. Nonetheless, you could watch RJ Spina. You want some more history on Saint Germain. But what we are getting at, it is not Josh's channeling job to relay the history of Saint Germain. You want Saint? There's lots of books on myself. But from our end, we are here to help you with your universe and to build that. And right now we are going to John's universe to help him build his universe and clear the insides of your own universe. We love you. Releasing transmission. There we go. All right, so apparently tomorrow is going to be questions with Saint Germain. So if you have a question for Saint Germain tomorrow, please put it in the chat. This should be about deadpan here for John to have gone live. So a question like how to switch traumas to tools that would be an amazing question there, Millie. If you want to, we could answer that now, but we are going to save that because that could be an answer that would run the entire gamut here, and we could go 40 minutes easy on how you transmute your traumas, right? You turn your traumas and your dramas into tools for yourself. It's an excellent question. And we will get to that tomorrow. We do not want to answer it today because it is our intention for you to get to John Binney and to clear your internal energetics. And Josh wants to put in the chat that to clear it for Zoe as well. So there we go. So that is a really good question, though. But you have the idea exactly correct. So formulate a question if you want. And Saint Germain will go through the chat. And maybe Millie or somebody can host the questions, and then we can go through the chat and answer questions. So tomorrow, good dawning questions with good dawning questions with Saint Germain. There you go. So we love you. I'm re-releasing transmission again. Not that he's ever not really released, because we are always just right there. He has never said go away and closed it up. So if he keeps the channel open, then Saint Germain just pops in all the time, so to speak. But Josh has given them permission to do so, and it's not like he's running Saint Germain is running Josh over. It's just he just shows up because he's there, because he has never been put away. The channel door has never been closed. So there you go. Good. Perfect. All right. I'm back. All right. So we're going to go ahead and go over to John's. Thank you guys so much. Formulate questions for tomorrow. It'll be the first of our bi-weekly. That's what he's saying. Friday questions with Saint Germain. There we go. I'm not doing it. Saint Germain's doing it. So Friday. So every other Friday we'll do questions, or maybe Fridays we'll take questions from the audience for Saint Germain and Archangel Raphael. And again, not questions biologically or bibliography about his history or anything, but questions about building your universe, energetics, and manifesting and such. So there we go. All right. So I love you guys. I'm going to go and do some housekeeping myself, and then I will be in John's chat about 10 minutes behind this. I got to go film Kuan Yin real quick, which takes about 2 minutes, if I don't fumble the words or if it's not written really weird. They're kind of written in a different manner and a lot of large sentences. So sometimes I got to read it like 2 or 3 times. So what you're seeing is generally not take 1. It could be take 2, 3, or 5. But yes. And I am one. Yeah. So share this. Please like and subscribe. I don't generally, I'm not pushy about any, but I have 1 subscriber left from 500. So there you go. So if you know Bob or Fran or somebody would be interested in this, kick it down the street there. And I'm going to go ahead and end this at 11:10. Almost 11:11. So have a great day, good dawning, and I will see you all in John's chat. Love you.